It doesn't matter whether you're interested in a Game of Thrones Genesis because you like the related fantasy novels or television series, or because you're into real-time strategy games. Either way, it's a disappointment. This RTS takes a refreshing approach, focusing on subterfuge and underhanded tactics in addition to traditional combat. There's some great ideas in here, but they're put to work in a game that fails to satisfy. Many of the campaign missions are pure torture, putting aside true strategizing for hideously boring sessions of hide-and-go-seek. Standalone house versus house battles against the AI and other players put the game's concepts to better use, but even then, they're messy and not much fun. Genesis' core concepts have creative bite, but they're let down by rotten campaign missions and a general lack of cohesion. The basic notions in a Game of Thrones Genesis are bright. There is some resource gathering via merchants and peasants, and you hire mercenaries and armies to assist your war efforts. But the crux of Genesis is in the evil ploys you use to deceive and outmaneuver your opponent. Rather than attack from the get-go, you send envoys to convert villages to your house. Spies uncover the fog of war and allow you to create secret alliances. You send rogues to cause disruption in enemies' towns, send assassins to eliminate merchants and noble ladies, and pursue other quiet methods of exerting political influence. There's an intriguing tug-of-war that can develop as you seek to gain and maintain control of the map, while undermining an opponent's efforts. Sadly, the single-player campaign makes poor use of these mechanics. No missions make full use of the abilities granted to you in AI and multiplayer matches. Instead, they assign you awful tasks like leading around a single unit to avoid patrols, or commanding a single army and clicking on foes until they die, or searching the map until you find units hidden under the fog of war. The campaign has no sense of momentum, ironically starting you off by teaching you the basics, and then rarely letting you use those mechanics. Instead, you get inept missions that have you wandering maps for minutes at a time without anything at all actually happening. A strong narrative context might have helped ease the boredom, but for a game based on literature, Genesis storytelling is painfully amateur. Most plot advancement comes in text blurbs that end missions, and what dialogue there is utilitarian only. There's no sense of drama or wit, and various misspellings and grammar errors enhance the sense of sloppiness and lack of imagination. You get full use of the varied mechanics in AI matches and online. Here you get a greater sense of the political pushing and pulling that occurs between houses. Hearing an assassin call out, "I'm so sorry," before slicing a peasant's throat makes you feel deliciously evil. Seeing your guards successfully arrest an enemy is a good reward for your underhanded efforts. But there's a lot going on at any given time, and you long for features that exist in other RTSs that could have made a big difference here. You can't set unit patrols, queue up orders, or even attack move. When you select a swath of units with your mouse, you rope in non-combat units with combat units, an obstacle other RTSs solved long ago. Such traditional automations could have enabled you to focus on the bigger picture, and hence would have made the game a lot more fun. Better combat could have also made Genesis more fun, but battles are a poorly animated mess of units that jumble together until someone's army dies or gets routed. Unit models often stay standing even after death, and there's no sense of impact between combatants. The end result of these and other flaws is a sense of clumsiness that keeps matches from ever feeling very fun or rewarding. And that's too bad, because the foundation is solid. A Game of Thrones Genesis is built on worthwhile ideas, but they fail to form a meaningful whole. The lore is let down by a poor and unimaginative campaign, and if you're in it only for online competition, you'll be saddened by how difficult it is to find a single competitor. This real-time strategy game fails to use its spark to light any fires, and may leave you feeling as cold as ice.
Our audacious plan has worked to perfection. Your assistance was vital, and I will not forget your role in this success.